Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today, and in today's video we're talking to Mohnish Pabrai. He did a new interview with Everything Money. This is part 2. Part 1 was also good. He talks about his business, but in this interview he talks about 2 skills that you need to become a successful investor in today's market. And just with these 2 skills, you will become a very, very good investor. And you got to remember these skills and just hold them down pat. But before we get into this video, guys, can you please like it, subscribe to this channel? I'm going to be providing you with so much new content, man. So guys, can you please like it, subscribe, man? Click it, click it, click it. Before we get into the 2 skills, you have to understand what the market is and what it's giving us. In this video, he explains the auction-driven market. The auction-driven market overshoots and undershoots all the time. You can have a company trading at 200 and then whatever, 3-4 months later, it's cut in half to 100, which sometimes doesn't even make sense. It's just what the market does. The market is treading on the wheels of greed and fear. And with an auction-driven market, people's emotions influence the market. And that's basically the concept Mohnish Pabrai was giving you in this interview. But when you relate it to real estate, if you had real estate property and it was worth $200,000 and every day you went to the real estate agent, the price wouldn't change that much. Probably wouldn't change at all. For a month or 2 months, it probably wouldn't change. But in the market, the stock market, it changes so much. It can be worth 50 and then the next couple days be worth 32. And that's how fast the stock market changes because it's auction driven compared to the housing market. And if you look out for a year or 2 in the housing market, it started like 200,000 and then another year it'd be like 205,000 probably. But no, not in stocks. It can be 50 and then go down to like 10. But that is the amazing thing about the market. It gives us all these amazing opportunities to invest because of the auction-driven market. So when you think about the auction-driven market, you need these 2 skills to become very successful. The first skill you need is extreme patience, and that's what he mentions in this video. You got to be extremely patient. You got to love actually looking at a wall and just watching paint dry. That's what you need. Or just looking at the grass and watching the grass grow. That's what you're going to have that, because when you realize what the market gives you, it's going to give you opportunities to buy cheap companies, but you're going to look dumb. You're going to look stupid because people are going to say, oh my God, it's this cheap for a reason. This stock is negative, and it might not go anywhere for 1 to 2, 3 years. But you have to understand as an investor, the company is going to follow what the revenue generation, the earnings growth of that company. Peter Lynch always said Coke went up 30 times because the earnings went up 30 times. And that's what's going to happen over 5 to 10 years. In the short term, it's all about multiple expansion and basically the sentiment of the market and how people feel about the company, emotions. Sometimes it's not always because the company is doing bad. So you have to make sure you have that down pat. The second skill that you need. The second skill is basically how to value a company. We know that valuing a company is all about what is the future cash that this business is going to generate from now until Judgment Day. Discount that back to a present value. And that's all what investing is about, because we're putting cash today to get cash back later on. That's all investing. And we want to pay a cheaper price than what we perceive that company is worth. So when you have those 2 skills, and on the value aspect of it, it's going to be a little bit harder, but we are waiting for no-brainers, man. We were looking for stocks that are just super simple, a no-brainer. And when I think about that, I think about Alibaba. When you think about Baba stock, you already know it's selling at a PE of 17, a forward PE of around like 15, 13, a company growing at 25, 30%, one of the most, the number 1 e-commerce company in the world, according to GMV, has one of the best payment systems, fintech, app pay, has cloud computing growing at 40, 30% a year. These are just the no-brainers that just hit you over the head by a 2x4, and you just know that the company in 5-10 years is going to be bigger. That's all we have to understand. That's all we have to know. Is this company going to be bigger 5-10 years out from now? Probably yes. So it's probably not worth $122, what the price it's trading at right now. So that's it for this video, man. Tell me what you think. Can you please like, subscribe to this channel, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Peace.